Getting any enjoyment whatsoever out of someone's murder indicates a serious spiritual sickness, a problem with your values, your priorities, the way you're viewing the world. And those who for years demonized Charlie Kirk in the media, in public, for his views, those people are in the same category, especially the ones who knew that he was just a good man who loved God and his country. Because you have on one side people who are celebrating his death. Many of them actually do believe he was evil. So on the other side, you have people who now wash their hands of it, who say, oh, this is horrible. What a tragedy. But who spent years demonizing Charlie and his views and suggesting that he should be associated with Nazism, things that were nothing to do with him. You don't have to scratch deeply beneath the surface to see that Charlie Kirk was the opposite of a racist and a Nazi. It's not that hard to know that. By any kind of charitable watching of his content or his videos or his debates, it's crystal clear. Crystal clear. I'm trying to raise awareness for a new word, which is conservaphobic. You know, a lot of the people who hated Charlie and disagreed with his views, phobic is their favorite neologism to create neologisms with phobic, transphobic, homophobic, Islamophobic. What is phobia? What is a phobic thing? It's something that you have an irrational fear and hatred of. I think that this term, conservaphobic, is a very apt moniker for people who demonize people like Charlie Kirk, reasonable, conservative people who have basic traditional views that most people in the world, in the Western world, held until, a few decades ago. If there are people who really hated Charlie Kirk and his politics, but who abhor the fact that he was murdered, if you're serious that you're against this, even if you're still against Charlie Kirk's politics, I suggest that you start using this word, conservaphobic, to call out the people on your side who are displaying an irrational hatred and fear of conservatives that's disproportionate to having political differences with them. Start calling them out. Now is the time to start distancing yourself from the people who celebrate murder. Because even if you disagree with Charlie and his beliefs, even vehemently, you have more in common with Charlie Kirk than you have with the people celebrating murder. You share one very important belief, which is that people should not be killed for their political beliefs. That is the basis of a functioning society. And if people don't stand apart from the celebrators of death and call them out, then there's not going to be much of a society left.